Hello YouTube. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing a DIY video. We are making some homemade liquid soap. So let's dive into the video. So for the amount of liquid soap base I'm using, that's why I'm using this big rubber here. So I'm just putting in my salt. This is salt, the local salt. It's one of the base of the liquid soap, or should I even say the main base. So I'm putting in the salt now, and what I'm going to do right now is just basically add everything inside at once, except the perfume and the color. I don't really know the names. I don't know the names of the product I'm using. What I know is they are called liquid soap base. So in case you want to get some for yourself, you just go to the market, those selling, these products, just ask them you want liquid soap base, and we are also available. If you want us to do you the honor of making you some, you can equally contact us and we can make it and then deliver it to you as well. Thank you. So I added in the salt. I'm adding in the rest of the soap base. As I said earlier on, I don't really know the names of the product I'm using, but what I'm just doing is I'll be adding in everything at once, except the color and the perfume, which will be going in when the soap is done. So please enjoy.
Empty hearts and neon lights, they're playing with my mind. Gotta get out of here tonight. Oh, I wanna run off and fly.
Alright, so here we are done adding in everything, and please, I don't know if you guys can see the what I'm using is what I normally use for my liquid soap base. That's why the stick is having the soap color. So if you are going to be doing this, you need to get your equipment just for the liquid soap base. You can't use this to prepare food and also use this to make the liquid soap. That's what I'm trying to explain here. So now that we are done adding in everything, we're going to be stirring, and this is where the work starts. We're going to be stirring it up, then adding in water later, then adding in water gradually till we get to the consistency we
I'm singing, take me to a world of silver. No more heartbreaks, tears, painkillers. Take me somewhere unfamiliar. Bring me back to where we started out. Get me out of now to where we started out.
Alright, so we adding in our first water now. As you can see, I added just a bit of water. It's not too much. Then you're going to continue stirring. Then the more you add in water and stir, the more it begins to thicken up. So when it's a bit thicker, then you add in water again, but not too much water, please.
Get me out of now to where we started out. Get me out of now to where we started out. La 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 la, oh oh. Get me out of broken hearts and starting fights, turning truth to lies. Gotta get up, stop waiting.
So guys, we are still stirring it up. Stir, stir, stir. We are doing some muscle work here.
La 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 la, oh oh. Get me out of broken hearts and starting fights, turning truth to lies. Gotta get up, stop wasting time. Yeah, I wanna run off and fly. And I tell myself it's fine to be alone, just to find somewhere that finally feels like home. I hate all this overthinking. The more I swim, the more I'm sinking. Take me to a world of silver, no more heartbreaks, tears, painkillers. Take me somewhere unfamiliar. Bring me back to where we started out. Get me out of now, to where we started out. Get me out of now, to where we started out. Oh no.
Alright, so it has taken up a bit and we are adding in water again. As I said, please don't add too much water. Add in bit by bit, then continue stirring. Once it thickens up again, then you add in water again.
And I tell myself it's fine to be alone, just to find somewhere that finally feels like home. I hate all this overthinking. The more I swim, the more I'm sinking. Take me to a world of silver, no more heartbreaks, tears, painkillers. Take me somewhere unfamiliar. Bring me back to where we started out. Get me out of now, to where we started out. Get me out of now, to where we started out. Oh no.
Alright, so we are going to be adding in water now again. And each time I'm adding in water, I just add two tin full of this cellular container I'm using, because I don't want to be adding in too much water, because when you add in too much water, you may end up not getting it thicker, and that way when it doesn't become very thick for you to add in more water, you are going to get small amount of the soup, not you're going to get small amount of the soup. It's not actually going to double or triple in size. Okay, so you need to add in water gradually, little by little, then stir. It becomes thick, you add in more water to dilute it. That way you get more soup out of it. It's easy but a bit tricky, and you also need to be patient doing this, because if you don't have the patience to be adding in water gradually, little by little, you end up You end up getting liquid soap, all right, but then it's not going to be enough, and um, it might not be the consistency you also want, because
Out of broken hearts and starting fights, turning truth to lies. Gotta get up, stop wasting time. Yeah, I wanna run off and fly. And I tell myself it's fine to be alone, just to find somewhere that finally feels like home. I hate all this overthinking. The more I swim, the more I'm sinking. Take me to a world of silver. No more heartbreaks, tears, painkillers. Take me somewhere unfamiliar. Bring me back to where we started out. Get me out of now. To where we started out. Get me out of now. To where we started out. Oh no.
all right, guys, so can you see how thick and smooth it looks? This means we are on the right path, because we've been adding in water gradually, little by little. So in goes my water again, and at this point it's beginning to thicken up a lot. It becomes so firm, so you need extra more you need extra more energy. I don't know if there's a word like that to stir this, but you need much more energy at this point to stir this. Can you see how the stick is going? It's becoming thicker and thicker just by adding in the water. So as I was saying, you add in the water little by little, and it helps you get a whole lot of soup. Can you guys see how it is? This is so thick, and it's actually beautiful. It's beautiful watching this.
Be alone, just to find somewhere that finally feels like home. I hate all this overthinking. The more I swim, the more I'm sinking. Take me to a world of silver. No more heartbreaks, tears, painkillers. Take me somewhere unfamiliar. Bring me back to where we started out. Get me out of now. To where we started out. Get me out of now. To where we started out. Oh no.
All right, guys, so this is so thick. It's so thick, and I've diluted the water, but my camera couldn't capture that. And right now I'm adding in my preferred color, which is the green color. But even after adding in the color and the perfume and allowing it to set so the foams on top could settle down, it thickened up again. So I added in more water. But sorry guys, as I said, my camera couldn't capture that because this is for me to use at home. So I made it a bit not too thick because I don't want it too thick, because the more it sits there, the more it thickens up. So I added more water to this, but my camera couldn't capture it. So, and here I'm just adding in the color. I'm adding it bit by bit, even though I want it deep green, but I don't want to over add it. So I add in a little bit, stir it up. If the color still isn't okay for me, then I go in and add.
Empty hearts and
Alright guys, so this is the color I went for. This is okay for me, and we are now bottling them up. I don't know if you guys can see, it's still thick, and this is how I want it to be. So thank you guys so much for watching. Try this, and as I said, if you can't try this at home, please contact me. I'll gladly do it for you. Thank you so much. Bye, and please don't forget to